everyone, this is Eileen from Eileen Stuffs, and today we are going to be working on my savings challenges. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back. I am a cash budgeter and stuffer here on YouTube. I am working on paying off a significant amount of debt as well as building up emergency and sinking funds. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, please consider subscribing below if you haven't already. Today we're going to be taking the money that I have saved from my September 15th and my October 1st paycheck. We'll be putting that in mostly my $1,000 emergency fund and then 10% towards my 100 envelope challenge. I also have $1 that came out of my wallet that I'm going to put in my dollar jar, but I have to show you guys something. My dollar jar is empty. If you see a couple videos back, it was actually getting a nice stack of ones, but I had a bit of a financial situation this week and last week. I talked about it in another video, but I ended up pulling this money and I've left for my $5 jar to get by. My debit card was stolen. I had to wait for a new one. And then on top of that, a bunch of things came due. I had to renew my license. I had to renew my driver's license. I have to renew my life support card for work. I have to renew my Microsoft Office. I had to renew my computer virus software. It was just like all of a sudden last week, things that were expired that I had to renew, and I didn't have my debit card, so I was pulling from my business account, and I got desperate and just basically wiped out the ones that were in here and the 5 to put in the bank to help offset those costs. So we are back to zero here. I didn't even bring the $5 jar because it's empty, and I knew I only had $1. So we're gonna rebuild that. And that is all we have for that part. I have this huge chunk of money I have been saving. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I have recently refocused on building a $1,000 emergency fund. I want that for financial security. I think it's super important, and I am more than halfway there at this point. And so whatever this ends up being, 90% is going to go towards the 1,000 envelope challenge, which is currently sitting as a wad of cash right here because it doesn't fit in the envelope, and 10% I will put towards my 100 envelope challenge. And since I did restuff to the bigger ones, we should be able to fill some of the smaller ones today. Our first step though is to count the money and see what we are working with. I do believe this should be over 100. I think I stuffed at least 50 in the past 2 paychecks. We are going to sort this real quick and see what we have. I believe we have a little bit of everything as well. Yeah. And these might be all ones. I've been trying to get a big chunk of ones just because it helps divvy up the 10% a little, although it ends up being a lot of ones. Put this all together. See, what are we working with for saving challenges in October? We have 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Okay, so I knew I had 100. That's awesome. And then 1, 2, 3. So I have $103 to work with today. Just gonna make sure there's no money floating. I believe that's it. So the rule I came up with again was the 90-10 rule, and I'm going to take 10% of my 103, and that's going to go into the 100 envelope. If there's change, I just round up, and there is going to be because we have that 3. So 103, right? And then we're going to take out 10%, $10.30. There's some change, so I'll round up. I'm going to put that in here, so I have 10. And I think because I'm going to be stuffing some of these smaller envelopes, I might just do 11 once. Do I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, because this all goes in a pile, but this is going to be divvied up. So we'll just put this aside for now. We'll work on that in a minute. Let's take out our $1,000 challenge and see what we have left and what we can cross off this time. Let me move this. So we took out 11. We have 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92. We are down to $92. Let me grab a marker. What can we cross off to make 92? I think because I have a bigger amount of money, I might cross off some of these bigger numbers. So if I cross off the 51, sorry, let me put this in. 92, if I take out 51, that leaves $41. So I could do 21 and 20, minus 21, minus 20. Okay, that's what we'll do. We're gonna count for our 51, our 21, and our 20. That is our $50, $70, $92 right there. That worked out really well. I'm happy to see that so far. Each time I've done this, it has worked out well. I haven't ended up with any wayward bills that didn't fit. But if I ever do, I'll just put them in my jars since they need the money. All right, now let's get this. This is the current growth of the emergency fund. Let me go ahead and put this money in. So it's pretty cool. So we added $92 to this part of our emergency fund. And then my cash stuffing that I did on Wednesday, I also added $20 to that envelope. So we are already over another $100 and something in our emergency fund for October, which is cool. And I still have one more paycheck. So I'm excited to see how that grows by the end of the month. This is completely, my goal here is just to get this done by the end of the year. I mean, that might get hard with the end of the year because there's just end of the year expenses that come up, but we will do our best. I decided I'm okay if it leaks into January, but if I can, I would like to have this done. All right, so the money is accounted for in there. I'm going to shove it back here for our next bill condensing to get that back in the envelope. And now we have our $11. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let's see, what do we want to stuff? Let me grab out. I guess I decide, do I want to stuff more than one envelope or just throw it into, I could throw it into an 11 and just call it a day, but it'd be fun to stuff more than one. I think I might break this up between 5 and 6. So we stuff a $5 and a $6, which will give us our 11, and at least we get to stuff 2 this month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll put this in our $6 and then this one in our $5. And as always, these savings videos are super short and sweet because we're just not doing a lot with savings right now. I've said this in other videos, but my focus continues to be on the emergency fund and then debt payoff, which I feel like I kind of had a setback in the past couple weeks, but that is okay. It's okay to have setbacks, and I do feel bad about it, but as always, we are just going to move forward because we are looking towards the future here, and that means we can't get stuck in the past. And that's kind of been my motto these days, is keep moving forward no matter what. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. That's all we can do. So I hope it helps to see someone that really doesn't have a lot of money or really is focusing on debt. At least try to make these savings challenges work. For me, it feels good to, even though I've saved something of my paychecks, even if it's not what I want, what I hope for, I know where I want to go, but I'm not there yet. I think that's what I have to remember, is I'm not there yet. The important thing is I am still managing to save something from my paychecks despite all the other bills, and that is important. And as we can see, it's definitely adding up. Sometimes I only save 30 to 50 a paycheck, but even in the past 10 months, it has grown. So it will grow. That is, I think the truth is that find a way and it will make a difference. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.